Okay, day 75 of 365, and today was a pretty fantastic day, if I do say so myself. I got to do something that I really super enjoy, and that's teaching. And I got to teach a class of Ignite, which is a starter class for, it's really geared for brand new agents and how to kickstart their businesses, but I got to teach session 3. I'm going to teach a few classes during this time period, but this was about pretty much about knowing your market and learning about what's going on in your market. So that it was a good time. I think we got through to some people and they got to ask a bunch of questions, which is always helpful getting going. And then my friend Malia sent me a picture of when I passed my test and I joined Keller Williams. I'm a one and done, which means that I took the test one time only and I passed the test my real estate exam. So I'm a one and done. I have that trophy somewhere around here, but I think it's at my house. But I only took it one time and passed it all, both state and the federal. So it was that was a pretty good memory. I had dark hair then. But I have dark hair now, but it's got, you know, my bleaching is kind of hiding it all. But today was a fantastic day, and I think that's pretty much that was pretty much the theme today. Was especially when we were during the class, is that we wanted to focus on the positive things that happen to you in a day and not the negative things, because in a 8 or 10 or 12 hour day that you're out and about on, there are lots of things that can happen to you. Some good, some bad. I mean, that's just the way it is. And I think it's better if you can remember back and focus on those positive things instead of the negatives. We talked about this in class because we were talking about when you're introducing yourself and talking to new people, that you want to know about what's going on in the market, whether that's locally or statewide or nationally, but you don't want to lead with that. An example. There's a banking crisis going on right now, and a couple banks have failed. You certainly don't want to go up to somebody and shake their hand and say, hey, have you heard about the banks that failed? Kind of getting off on the wrong foot. But you do want to say things like, how's your family? How's things going? How's work? You want to talk about things and their dreams too. You want to talk about some things that excite them, because look, we're all in this together. We are all going to experience highs and lows in life, and it is a lot easier to go through your life hanging on to those real big positive things and skating with those than to grab onto the negative ones and go, man, that's just depressing, and whoa, that's bad, and ooh, it's getting even worse. I want to look the other way. Let's look at the positive items. Let's make a spin it to where, find the positive aspect in that. Here, I'll give you a real big example. For 2 years, at least in the real estate world, for 2 years, people that were selling their house, they were in charge. They were selling, and they could sell above asking price, and they were getting the most money for other houses. Really good for them. But now we're in that shift where it's shifting more towards the sellers are having a harder time to sell for a particular price, and buyers are having a better time because they're putting a lot of pressure on to push that price down, and now they can dictate the price. Now, it was positive for the sellers during that 2-year period of time. They were having a great time, and the buyers were taking a beating. That was their bad time. Now we're in that shift. Buyers are getting in a better position. Sellers are taking the beating. So what's good for one may be bad for another. What's bad for one could be good for another. How about we just focus on the good things? Right now, for us, we're in the shift, and buyers can come back to rule the roost for a while until it shifts again, because it'll shift all the time. It shifts back and forth over the years. So that's just one thing. Let's focus on the positive, because that's what we want to live by. Focusing on the positive. Man, I hope you had a great day today. Merry Christmas to everybody. We will see everybody tomorrow. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening, and have a blessed one. Bye-bye.